Hangzhou, China, a boy was born in 1964. His name was Jack Ma. No one would have thought this little boy would one day become one of the most famous entrepreneurs in the world. His childhood was far from easy. His family lived a simple life, even poverty-stricken. But Jack Ma had one thing that set him apart: an insatiable curiosity. Every morning he cycles for tens of minutes just to go to the hotel where foreign tourists are staying. There, he offered to be a free tour guide. He didn't ask for money. He simply said to the tourists, "Can I accompany you on your tour? I want to learn English." For 9 years he did that almost every day. Heat, rain, even when his body was tired. That's how Jack taught himself English. One of the foreign tourists later gave him the nickname Jack because his real name was difficult to pronounce. The name eventually stuck with him. However, his school life wasn't smooth sailing. Jack Ma often struggled with his studies, especially math. When he took the National University entrance exam in China, he failed. He tried again. He failed again. Imagine the feeling of a young man watching his friends continue their studies, while he continues to fall behind. But Jack didn't give up. He tried a third time. And finally, he was accepted into Hangzhou Normal University. It wasn't the most prestigious university in China, but for Jack, it was a huge victory. After graduating, she worked as an English teacher. Her salary was very low, only about $12 a month. But she loved her job. She taught with great energy and often filled her classes with laughter. But deep down, Jack felt his life wasn't over. He wanted to do something bigger. When he started looking for another job, the harsh reality hit him again. Jack applied to various companies. He tried more than 30 times, but the result was always the same: rejection. One of the most painful rejections occurred when the fast food chain KFC opened its first branch in his city. At that time, 24 people applied for the job. 23 were accepted. Only one person was rejected. That person was Jack Ma. He also once applied to become a police officer. The officer who interviewed him only glanced at him briefly and then said, "You're not cut out." Imagine how it felt, being rejected over and over again by the world. But Jack's life changed in 1995. He got the opportunity to go to the United States. There he encountered the internet for the first time. At that time, the internet was still very new. Jack doesn't even know how to use a computer. But someone taught him how to type words into a search engine. The first word he searched for was beer. The results yielded a variety of information from America, Germany, and other countries. However, there was almost no information from China. That's when he realized something. The world was changing, and China wasn't on board yet. An idea popped into his head. Why not use the internet to help small businesses in China? When he returned to China and told people about his idea, most just laughed. They thought it was crazy. At the time, very few people even believed the internet would be the future. But Jack Ma remained convinced. In 1999, he gathered 18 friends in his small apartment. He talked for hours about his dream, a platform that could help small merchants sell goods worldwide. The company was named Alibaba Group. Nothing was easy at first. They were running out of money. Investors were reluctant. Many people doubted them. But Jack Ma always told his team, "If we don't give up, we still have a chance." Slowly, their hard work began to pay off. Investors are starting to believe. One of the most famous is Masayoshi Son, founder of SoftBank, who boldly invested heavily in Alibaba. From there, the company grew rapidly. Alibaba then created major e-commerce platforms like Taobao, which transformed the way Chinese people shop. Millions of small businesses began selling their products online. Years passed. Alibaba grew into a global technology giant. And in 2014, Alibaba conducted its initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange. The IPO was the largest in world history at the time. From a man who was once rejected from working at a fast food restaurant, Jack Ma is now one of the most influential business figures in the world. He often reminisces about his past, when he rode his bike in the morning just to learn English, when he failed an exam, when he was rejected by dozens of companies. All of these experiences shaped who he is. Jack Ma once said, "Never give up. Today may be difficult. Tomorrow may be even more difficult, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful." Jack Ma's life story teaches us one powerful lesson. Success doesn't belong to those who never fail. Success belongs to those who fail repeatedly, but still get up and try again.